you've been following closely about American politics and policies, you'd realize that the current President Donald Trump has made a U-turn on three major issues. Like, he has made a U-turn on tariffs, he has made a U-turn on HB1 visas, he has made a U-turn on Epstein files. If you look at the case of tariffs, when Donald Trump was campaigning, he was campaigning on that you use tariffs to deal with the deficit, to pay off the debt, to deal with the sluggish growth in the American economy. These were the things that he had promised the Americans to do. He was also to make American economy better. But the opposite happened. When he imposed tariffs on commodities like bananas, tea, coffee, tomatoes, these commodities became so expensive. Americans were not able to afford them. The people who were paying for this tariff, were not the exporting countries, but the Americans. They paid more to access the product. So Donald Trump made a U-turn whereby the tariffs were off on these goods, that is bananas, coffee, tea, tomatoes, and many more. The other thing that Donald Trump has made a U-turn on is the Epstein files. He had blocked the release of Epstein files. If you came asking a question about the files, he was so bitter and he was so hungry. But recently, because the Americans, when he campaigned that he will make sure that the Epstein files are released, and the Americans, the MAGA, thought that he had betrayed them by blocking the release of the Epstein files. So he supported the Senate and the House of Representatives to pass a bill to unleash the Epstein files. And he signed the law, the Epstein Law Act. He signed it. The other thing that he has made a U-turn on is the HB1 visas. HB1 visas, these are the skilled workers or special talents, like the researchers, the doctors, the people who work in these big companies in USA like Google. He realized that the Americans or the MAGA doesn't have the required talent. These corporations the Americans did not have these skills or the talent. So the best thing to do was to allow the HB1 visas, because these people earn the skills that were needed by these corporations. They earn the talent. If you look at the research that has been done by some American companies, you realize that if things go on as they are, there are some positions that in the tech world that will lack skilled labor or the talent in certain positions in different corporations in America.